Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have an Ultraman Orb review for you today. This is the first two in the Ultra Hero Orb series, which is the line of vinyl dolls for the different forms of Ultraman Orb. There's also the Ultra Monster Orb series, which is going to be the monsters that appear in Ultraman Orb, which we'll also take a look at when they come out. But first up here we have the first form, which I guess is the default form of Ultraman Orb here on the left, and that is Spacium Zeperion. And I'm sure I'm probably pronouncing that a little incorrectly, but as best I can. I keep wanting to say Superion because that reminds me of the aerial bots from Transformers, but it's Spacium Zeperion. And then the second form is just called Burnmite. I did incorrectly say Firemite when I reviewed the Orb Ring, so I apologize for that, but it is Burnmite. So these are the two tags that come with them real quick. You can see Spacium Zeperion and Burnmite 1 and 2. They don't come with cards though. The Ultra Heroes series don't usually come with cards because they get released in like card sets and things like that. But the Monster series does come with cards. So when we review the Monster series vinyls, we'll be taking a look at those cards as well. But for this one, it's just the two vinyl dolls. But I have to say, they look really nice. The nice thing about the vinyl dolls, especially for Ultraman, they're an affordable line to collect. They're usually somewhere in the area of $6 to $7 a piece. They're very nicely painted, very nicely detailed. Not a whole lot of articulation. Articulation for vinyl dolls is almost always just the arms can move around, and then you get a movement at the waist. Head's stationary, legs are stationary. That's pretty much par for the course for vinyl dolls in Japan. Now, these do not have the chips in the feet anymore that interact with the henshin devices. The Ultra Hero line 500 and also the ones for Ultraman X did have the chip, and they could work with the X divisor. But the Orb Ring doesn't have functionality like that, so they've decided to get rid of the chip. So these are just pure and simple vinyl dolls. And I can understand how some people might want to pass for that reason, because they don't have any added functionality. But they're just nice, fun little physical representations of the characters from the show. And like I said, they're always painted very nicely, detailed very nicely, and just look great as part of a collection on a shelf, in my opinion. So I'm going to put Burnmite off to the side, and we'll take a look at Spacium Zeperion, or Zeperion. I like the purple, which is a color you don't usually see in Ultraman a whole lot. It's usually a lot of blues and reds and silver. So I like the black and the purple. I think that's a nice choice. Doesn't have nearly as much paint on the back, but that's kind of to be expected. There's still some molded in detail, which I think looks pretty good. But I really like the look of this. I like this form. There is a third one coming up soon. I think it's Hurricane Slash, and that one does have a little bit of blue. We'll also take a look at that when that comes out. But for right now, I'm enjoying this base form. I think the purple's a nice change. As I said before, this is pretty much it for articulation. But it's neat. I mean, little kids could play with it without having to worry about damaging it at all. And like I said, it's a nice little physical representation of the character and will look great on my shelf. So putting him off to the side for a second, we'll bring Burnmite back in. He also looks very good. You can see he's kind of got the large horns on the side like Ultraman Taro. He is mostly red with a little bit of black and silver painting. Same movement. His is unrestricted because he doesn't really have any shoulder pads, so the arms can go completely around, as well as the waist swivel. But he looks pretty good. I like it. The detail on the face looks good. I love the eyes. Pretty plain on the back, but again, it's to be expected. But I like it. I think out of the two, this one is probably my favorite, but Burnmite does look good. And of course, the paint is very nice. Mine's a little messed up, but not too bad. But for the most part, the paint on these is very nice. So, like I said, I could see how a lot of people would pass on these because they don't have the added functionality of working with the Orb Ring, because there's no chip in the feed and they don't come with cards. But I still think they're neat. I like the Ultraman designs, and they're very affordable. They're about $6 to $7 a piece before shipping. So I think they're worth picking up. If you're going to choose between just the Ultraman forms or just the monsters, then I would say go with the monsters because they are going to come with cards that do have functionality with the Orb Ring. But if you can pick up all of them, I definitely think they're inexpensive, fun little representations of the characters. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Ultra Hero Orb series. It's a mouthful for me to say for some reason. The Ultra Hero Orb series number 1 and 2, Spacium Zeperion and Burnmite. And thank you so much for watching.